impromptu today in my garden clothes because I'm gonna mow my lawn, and I'm actually seeking volunteers who want a synestry asteroid reading. Sometimes it's hard when you're an astrologer to find kind of your like niche, but I've been totally nerding out, looking at the charts of mine and all the people I know. Because wherever asteroids in your natal chart hit their planets, it could totally explain the relationship. So if anybody wants to volunteer to be a little like Snoopy in what people in your life mean to you or relationships mean to you, I am totally about it. So put your, you could just use initials. I'm totally all about privacy here. Put whatever your initials, your date of birth, the other person's date of birth, time of birth if you know it. Otherwise, I'll just run it from noon because they actually don't need an exact time of birth for asteroids, and the place that you were born. And within the next week, I'll get my Astro Gold set up to record my screen, and I'll pick some people that want to know about their relationships. It could be like mom-child relationships, or like relationships, or friendships, or whatever, and we will see the significance of the relationships, and it'll be amazing, guys. I'm so snoopy. I'm so into this. This is what I'm doing in my free time this week, among all the other things I have to do, which is why I can't give you this video now. For anybody that wants to learn about the asteroids, the asteroid goddesses, Annie Ortley actually tonight is doing, I love Annie Ortley. She is doing a class through Astrology Hub. You can find that on YouTube, about the asteroids. But if you can't afford that or whatever, you're just not like that into astrology, you don't actually have to know astrology to figure out your relationship to other people, which is like the best part of it. I had an astrologer read for me in the beginning of the year, Trayfon off of Astrolata. He's amazing. And through just the fixed stars and asteroids, that's what kind of readings he does. He was like, you have the star of beheading at the top of your chart with Jupiter. I'm like, oh my gosh, I was beheaded because, you know, I have a spine diffusion, and it was like conjunct my moon, which it represents my body. So I'm telling you, like, asteroids and fixed stars are easy hacks to figure out your relationship. If you guys don't want to volunteer, or if you want to learn at your own pace, actually the Asteroid Goddesses book by Demetra George and Douglas Block has a ephemeris in the back. And if you don't know about ephemerises, it will like literally take you to the year that you were born. Like, I'll just turn to a random page, like 2014 or whatever. It will list like the months. You go down and find your birthday on it, and it will list what house the asteroid was in. So if you get a birth chart off of like Astro charts or something of you, and just like running it at noon, if you don't know that time of birth, for one of your friends or whatever, you can actually just write down the particular degree of your planetary placements, and then look up theirs and yours asteroids for that day in this book. Write those down, and there will be alignments. I promise you. Every single person that you have an association with will have asteroid alignments, and then you go and you read about what the goddess asteroids mean, and then you associate them with the planet it's conjuncting, and it will tell this big, beautiful story. If you are not an astrologer and you need an easy explanation of the planets, the Archetypal Universe is an excellent book for that. It literally, it's in like normal person language. You can look up like Sun, Mercury, whatever, or whatever you have together, or just the particular planets on their own, and it will give you a like real speak energy of what that planet means, and where it's at. This is what Chuda, my guru for astrology, my main person that I take astrology classes with, recommends to all his students, and he also reads a lot for his daily YouTube. Chuda Havadasa on YouTube. He does free videos there too, and he uses this book a lot to talk about the energies so that people can understand them in their own lives. So I think these books are really cheap. I think this one was maybe 12 bucks on Amazon, and this one's maybe, I don't know, 16 or something. So if you want to do it yourself, like all the information to hack your own personal relationships is in here. Otherwise, go ahead and leave just like two people's dates. I mean, if you guys want me to, I could even do like famous people. I just need their date of birth, place of birth, really. Birth time really doesn't matter. I'll just run them from noon. So that'll be amazing. I feel like that's something I can easily do for you guys. And who doesn't want to snoop into their relationships? I ran some of my friends. I'm sure you've heard me talk about the moon goddess, who's my best friend. I ran her chart, and I have Diana, the goddess Diana, exactly conjunct, exactly sitting on where her sun placement is in Cancer. So that indicates that she sees me as a defender of females, a defender of like people's like expression, a defender of the youth and the outcasts, kind of. And I feel the same about her. And like, I feel that her son like supports me in that, like accepts me fully for my life's mission. And she is like, she has to listen to me all the time, blah, 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 planetary talk, blah, blah, blah. She just puts up with it. So that was perfect for me and her. Also, the goddess Diana, that's actually the Wonder Woman asteroid, which is amazing because I think she's like a Wonder Woman energy as well, because she just goes out, like she doesn't need a man, she just takes care of business. She's a Cancerian, but she's totally independent, like and does things herself. So for her family, for her community, so that's amazing. And also I have Venus in Aries, which, you know, supposedly is at its fall, but that's also the Wonder Woman placement for Aries. It means you know, I can't be owned. I don't want to be owned, and I'm just passionate about justice and such like that. So that's one example. I ran another person's example of someone in my life, and the goddess Urania asteroid lined up with his my natal placement of Uranus in Scorpio, and also his sun, indicating that together we would like share an interest in like introspectively looking at like the mystical side of life for patterns in our life. And I know I've been talking to him lately about you know, what his chart says, and he's been super interested in that. And this is somebody that like has a lot of Scorpio placements, so like they just naturally can like feel energy of people. So that's our relationship. Another person that I ran had a vertex in their chart this month or last month. A vertex is a significant change in your life for astrologers. So you're like taking a total swivel, you're taking a total change. And on his vertex, it was in Virgo, so it indicated that he'd be meeting someone that would have some kind of significant change in his life that had prominent Virgo or Ceres placements. And you know, I'm a Virgo rising. That's the day that like we literally started talking to each other. And I have Ceres at that exact point. So like this is stuff you just can't make up, and I have no way to express this to you guys until like I actually read your charts for you. It's like the most amazing hack. Now Ceres, just not to get in my head of myself, is like Persephone's mom, who like the children were taken away like into the underworld, and you know, she's also referred to as Demetra, so like she's the keeper of the earth and stuff. And like, of course I grow a lot of plants, and I'm like all Virgo-y, and I'm also a motherly energy for people kind of like off their path. Like I don't see people as like their actions, I see them as a potential for rebirth. So that kind of worked out perfect in that situation too. So you guys, let's totally get snoopy in our relationships. Put your information down below. You can be totally anonymous. I'm not like that, and I will, if you want to know when this is going to go live, you're going to have to subscribe. Usually I don't like ask for subscribers, but I think I'm going to do this every week. This just sounds like a good idea. I love being Snoopy as a Virgo. I just like want you guys to have a better understanding easily of kind of the relationships in your life. We have to have a little fun time considering there's a lot going on. So this is going to be our fun time this year. We should do this once a week. It's going to be amazing. So if you want to put yourself out there, like get something analyzed for me, totally for free, like totally is just a fun service because I'm just like so into this. This is just fun for me, being Snoopy. You know, put your information below, and then I will, if you subscribe and ring the bell, I will let you guys know when I'm going to go live. I'll have my, I'll have something set up so you guys can see my screen and the birthdays and see what I'm talking about actually, and see like what I look at all day when I look at astrology. All these little things. I think it's interesting. And then talk to you about the energies, you know, of that relationship so you guys can find better meaning in it. If it's a bad energy, there's actually usually a hack to that relationship where you can bring things together. The asteroids and planets are just energies that represent the situation, but there's always a way out as well. There's always a way to mend things with astrology. So I find it very healing for tough cycles in your life or tough relationships. Kind of gives you a hack like a tarot reading would, but like very specific. Like nobody's moving around those planets. Nobody's moving around those asteroids. This is what I feel is your natal representation at birth, that God created the planets and everything around it, and everything has energy and waves, and those planets up there are literally entities or you know, energies saying to all of us, hey, I'm standing up for you. They're kind of like our personal guides, and there's a hawk in the air to see from a higher view as to what path we're on, answer questions for us, and just lead us in another way. So yeah, it's gonna be totally amazing and fun. I got my galoshes on. I'm ready to do some work today. But yeah, put your stuff down below, and I'd be happy to run your synestry charts for your relationships for you. And I love you, and have an amazing day.